So our fourth and final core value that we wanted to talk about today is courage. And this is my favorite one. I have people ask me all the time, why in the world did you go into business with Paul Croft? And there's a number of different answers, but one of those answers that speaks the most to me is this core value of courage. Paul provides me with a lot of courage and encouragement as well. And that's something that if you've ever run a business on your own, you get those, you hear the term, it's lonely at the top. Like you get those times where you don't have somebody that is challenging you and pushing you. And I've never met a partner that outworks me ever. And I'll admit, Paul Croft outworks me. And I see it every single day. And it's a different type of work, right? It's a different type of work. But for me, this fourth core value that we have, courage, is so critically important for us to show our team members how to have courage and how to encourage each other. And then in turn, our team and our company is going to be bringing courage to our clients, those that are afraid to take that jump, those that are afraid to start their business. And for me, that's what courage means. And that's why it's my favorite core value that we have. How about you speak to courage a little bit, Paul?
Absolutely. Thanks, JD. You're so well spoken, JD. You're just great.
I talk a lot, man.
Yeah.
You let me have lots of practice, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I got a lot of things to talk about with courage, and there's three distinct things that are coming into my mind right now. So put on your seatbelts here because this is going to be good.
Buckle up.
First of all, courage has to be over cash. So courage over cash. JD, I'm thinking of your wife rap song in the van in Jamaica, which is like courage over cash, courage over cash.
Courage over cash.
That was fun.
Forgot about that.
Fun. Yeah. You have to tell Lindsay I gave her a shout out today. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, but courage over cash is it's a catchy line, but I'll be the first to talk about this and be very real with you and transparent. Hope JD doesn't get mad at me for saying this, but JD Frost comes from, a little bit, or comes from money. Okay, there we go. I'll just say it comes from money, right? So, and I think one thing in business that I always looked at was I remember one day I was sitting there stressed out, and I'm like, man, if I just had $50,000 in my bank account, I would be happy, and I would be just everything would be fine, and I wouldn't worry about these vendors and these people that are asking me to pay my business card invoice, and the bill's $193, and I already gave them $800. Why are they so crazy with me about this invoice? And if I just had $50,000 in cash, all my problems would go away. Or make that relative. Maybe if I just had $5 million in cash, all my problems would go away. I wouldn't have to worry about things anymore. Or let's make it $500,000 in cash. All my problems would go away. I would have at least, a month and a half of my payroll in the bank. And I'd maybe have, 5 months of my rent tucked away, pay my rent for all my different offices tucked away. I wouldn't have to worry about things. Well, let me be the first to tell you or remind you. And I'd love to hear someone that tests me on this theory someday. But I've had some very nice paydays before where all of a sudden I go to my bank account. JD's seen me. We did a deal this year where, it's $1 million in commission on something that we're doing. And we've had a few opportunities. Matter of fact, JD, you don't know this, but we have a $1.2 million marketing proposal that we're probably going to be giving to someone in the next 24 hours.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. But like, here's the reality. I always used to say to myself, well, when I wake up in the morning and I see that $250,000 hit my bank account, I'm just going to be happy, and I'm not going to be stressed out. I'm not going to worry about shit. It's just going to be like magic. And man, was I disappointed when that happened. It was like the money hit my account. There was no secret dust that came out of the sky. There was no like internal feeling that was like light switch that was turned on, or somehow my mind just said everything's going to be okay. Like nothing changed except for a screen on my phone or my laptop showed me that I had, $250,000 more than I did the day before. That's it. So I used that really as a training tool to really develop that, the money will come. And that brings me to a really good point. I think a lot of people chase the money.